Let me ask you something. If someone offered you a brand new car, a bigger apartment, the latest phone, and a wardrobe full of clothes you actually wanted, but the catch was you had to work an extra 10 years before you could ever retire, would you take that deal? Most people would say no, absolutely not. That sounds like a terrible trade. But here's the strange thing. Millions of people are taking that exact deal right now, every single month. And the scariest part? They don't even know they're doing it. This is the story of the biggest financial trap of modern life. And if you're between your 20s and 40s, chances are you're already inside it. There's a belief that most of us grow up with, and it feels so natural, so obvious, that we never question it. The belief goes like this: the more you earn, the better your life gets. Makes sense, right? More money means more comfort, more freedom, more security. So what do people do when they get a raise? They upgrade their lifestyle. They move into a nicer place. They eat out more. They lease a better car. They buy things they couldn't afford before. And now they can, so why not? This feels like progress. It feels like the reward for working hard. But there's a problem hiding underneath that feeling. A quiet, invisible problem that doesn't show up until years later. When people realize they're earning twice what they used to, but somehow they still feel broke. Somehow saving still feels impossible. Somehow they're still one bad month away from financial stress. So what went wrong? What happened has a name. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. But I want you to think of it differently. Think of it as a leak. Imagine your income as water flowing into a bucket. Every time you earn more, more water flows in. Great. But lifestyle inflation is like someone quietly drilling holes in the bottom of that bucket. Every raise you get, they drill another hole. Every promotion, another hole. The water keeps flowing in, but it also keeps flowing out. And no matter how much more comes in, the level in the bucket never seems to rise. That's the trap. Not that you're spending money, but that your spending automatically grows every single time your income does. Let's make this real with numbers. Say you're earning around $40,000 a year in your mid-20s. You're renting a modest apartment, cooking most of your meals, driving an older car. Life is a bit tight, but you manage. Then you get a promotion. Now you're earning $55,000, a $15,000 jump. That's huge. That should change things. And it does, just not in the way most people hope. You move to a nicer apartment because you can now afford it. That's an extra $400 a month. You trade in the old car for something newer, another $300 a month. You eat out more, upgrade your subscriptions, buy better clothes, take a slightly nicer holiday. Another $500 a month. Do the math. That's $1,200 more going out every single month. $14,400 a year. Out of a $15,000 raise, you saved exactly $600 more than before. Less than a tank of petrol a month. The raise happened, the income grew, but the wealth barely moved. Here's where it gets psychological, because this isn't just a math problem, it's a behavior problem. And understanding why we do this is the key to breaking free. Our brains are wired for something called relative comparison. What that means is we don't judge our lives against some fixed standard. We judge them against the people around us, against what we used to have, against what feels normal for where we are right now. When you were a student, a studio apartment felt fine. It was normal for that stage of life. But get a job, make a bit more money, and suddenly that same apartment starts feeling cramped. Not because it changed, because you changed. Your reference point shifted. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. You work hard to get something. You get it. It feels great for a while. Then it starts to feel normal. And suddenly you need the next thing to feel that same level of satisfaction. It's a treadmill, because no matter how fast you run, you stay in the same place emotionally. You keep spending more to maintain the same feeling of doing well. Here's the really tricky part. Society actively encourages this. Advertising is built on it. Social media is powered by it. You see what other people have, you want it too. You feel behind if you don't have it. You feel successful when you get it. Until the next version comes out. And it's not just about wanting things, it's about identity. When you earn more, you feel like you should live like someone who earns more. Spending becomes a way of proving to yourself and to others that you've made it. That feeling is completely human. but it's also the exact mechanism that keeps people financially stuck for decades. So what do you